at the count of five. Five, four, three, two, one. Monika, you are on.
Dzień dobry, witam wszystkich rodaków słuchających w Stanach Zjednoczonych, a także całą Polonię słuchającą nas na całym świecie. I'm Monika DeMari Klimkiewicz, and I welcome you from the Sunshine State of Florida to this very special program sponsored by WPNA Radio, the Polish National Alliance Radio. This Polish Americans for Trump radio show is broadcast on Polish radio stations throughout the United States and live streamed on the internet. All episodes are also available on Polish Americans for Trump YouTube channel. I feel privileged to represent Polish Women for Trump in Florida, and I'm really happy to be here today with amazing co-host, Dr. Michelle S. Pawlowski, who is a veteran of this show, has been doing it since Columbus Day, and I think he hasn't missed a show, and Kasia Wiekiera, and they're both from Florida, and they're both here to keep President Trump our president and to get him reelected. So Kasia, let's start with you. Why don't you tell us something about yourself? Where were you born and what were you doing before the pandemic?
Hi, everybody. Hi, everyone here in US and of course in Poland too. So my name is Kasia Wiekiera. I was born in Poland, in Częstochowa. I studied there, and my university was commercial trade and economy. So from the beginning, since I was kid, I really loved to travel, and my mind was always open to travel, to do something big in my life, not just staying at home. I love Poland and I love Polish people. Of course, I have very, very close relationship with lots of them. But my life after my university changed a lot. I decided to went to Spain. First, most important thing is that the weather there is very, very great. And I started to work with very, very big, one of the biggest company producer of olive oil. So as you know, in Andalusia, Jaén is the biggest place in the world where production of olive oil is for whole Spain and any other countries. So yeah, I started to work there for about like 8-9 years, was just olive oil. I learned a lot about that. I prepare myself to be expert with olive oil, so I could explain all of my clients why they should buy extra virgin olive oil. So it was beginning of my story when I start to travel and I start to know other countries, other culture. One of the country was, of course, United States. One and my favorite. So yeah, we had some customers here that olive oil, extra virgin olive oil, is not very, very recognized like a very, very high and healthy product. But every day more and more and more, especially in the good, nice, fancy restaurants, people use it. But then crisis came, so I changed a company, and my next company was not only olive oil, but also the wine. So it was about 10 years ago, I started to learn about the wine, about the process of production, of harvest, everything. It's not the same like olive oil. And I think that opportunity is much bigger because there is lots of different grapes, lots of different area, especially in Spain, same here in US. So yeah, so I start to be very excited with this project, with wine. And now I'm working for Bodegas Volver. This company is about 15 years already in the market, in US market. And US market, I have to tell you that it's one of the most important market for us, for our winery. We care about this market. I am here. That's why my reason why I'm here in US, because I am helping our importer and our distributors to introduce our wines, to sell the wines, making a tasting, presentation, wine dinner, everything is in my hands. So I am trying to help with every day with better sales. Unfortunately, with COVID, we are not doing very well right now.
Right,
Yeah,
right. Because all the events
yeah,
are not happening, right? People are not going out as much. They're not eating out at restaurants.
yeah. It affects us a lot. The change with we were doing very well. We're growing every year, and every year we introduce some new wines. Like here, I can show you here some of our, like Volverdes is the number one and the first one in the market. But we have a lots of different wine which we introduce in the market. But with COVID, we have a big problem. As our business is not in every state, but mostly we are working with restaurants. So
Yeah,
as you
yeah,
know, there is like 3 months, or even in some states longer, they were closed. So we couldn't do
yeah,
any business. It
yeah,
damaged our business a lot. Yeah.
yeah. So that's why working economy and no more lockdowns is something that you're looking forward to, right? To
Yes. Yes.
support. Yeah, and
Yes.
that's what.
That's why I understand very well President Donald Trump, why he is trying and fighting every day um, to reopen, to maintain the business, the negotiation, all this like stores, like restaurants open, because this is, it's the same like in Spain. This is very, it's a big motor for the country, like restaurants.
Yeah,
Everybody like to go to the restaurant. Everybody like to go shopping. And if we close all these places, the economy will going down. I understand very well President Trump. He is doing great job, and he is really fighting every day.
Do
yeah,
you
because
see,
he is.
yeah,
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 uh,
Michelle.
Kasia, do you see a an opportunity now for that things might be getting a little bit better with your clients? Is there a recovery going on that you can feel from the orders coming in? What's the current status of your business?
Oh, okay. After March, April, and May, there was very bad situation. But right now, yes, we recover a little bit more and more every month. September was very good month for us, like normal. We can say was the same like we expect every month. October is okay, but in wine business it's always that some months they are better, and some of them they are a little bit like bad. But in general we feel that we are starting to recover, and yeah, and the business starts works better and better.
I have to give you a little joke that I heard on the radio today. So,
Yes.
somebody said that Hillary Clinton should go into the wine business because she has a lot of sour grapes.
It's true. That's
That fits perfectly. That fits
yes.
perfectly in our discussion today.
Yes.
Well, Kasia, what else would you like to tell us about uh, being here in the United States and what other people tell you, business people, about Donald Trump?
Okay, so I have to tell you that since I am coming to US, it's about 7 years already that I am coming, visiting all states. Practically, I'm everywhere. Traveling right now is less, but normally I travel a lot. I visiting all states, And I have to tell you that I saw how economy is growing on the last 4 years. Speaking with people and listening them, not just the business people, but when you take a Uber, when you go to the restaurant, all these people, I like always, because I like to know opinion other people. So I ask, okay, you are happy? Are you good in your work and on your job? Are you happy? And people are very, very happy. I have a lot of friends here in Florida, and believe me, something what is impossible in Spain, really impossible, that they change the work, like like a socks. Okay,
Uh-huh.
I don't like this job. I can change. I have this opportunity to change this. Some people have two jobs because they just can't do that. And
Mhm.
this show that the economy is going very well. That people has a the people have a job. They can work. They have more, like, even you can see how people spend the money. No, I don't say now with COVID or during the
Yeah.
COVID, because people, mm, they are stressful now, and more like, they want to be caring. No, they are also, they see the situation like very weird. But before COVID, let's talk about before COVID. People are happy. I see people changing, like, their coach, their staffs at home. We don't do it that in Spain. That's what I always say to my friends in Spain, in Poland. I say, look, we need somebody like Mr. Donald Trump. He's
That
doing
is
great for a country. He's helping the people. Everybody here are happy. Everybody.
Mhm.
I spoke with my friend. She's in the same business, but she's working, she's American, and she's working for American winery. And we spoke together, and I told her, look, first of all, I love your country. People here are so polite, so nice, so helpful. And the next very important thing, what you have here is your president. And you know what? She was crying. She was crying. She said, "Oh my gosh, Kathy, it's so beautiful that you come from other country and you see that with your eyes, not like American, not like somebody who lives here, who works here every day, but like somebody who see the situation from like other side. And you are telling me that." And she starts to cry. She get emotion, and she say, "Oh my gosh, it's so beautiful what you told me. Really, she say, I agree with you, totally agree.
Mhm.
We are very happy, and we really have the the best president you can have, you can wish. It's really, look, this guy is working every single day, even with COVID. He had COVID before, and he wants to work. He doesn't want to stay in hospital. And he
Yeah.
he has enough money to live, like, okay, I don't care. I am happy. I have my money. No, he is doing great job, and he really want makes this country great and better and better.
That's right. That's
Kasia.
right.
Kasia, you had some awesome remarks there. But tell me, if you had a chance to speak with Donald Trump today, what would you tell him?
Oh, if I have this opportunity, oh my gosh, I will be so proud. But first of all, I will say to him, congratulations, congratulations. You are very great man, a president, and a person. I know, and I also wrote letter for him. I told him in my letter, look, I know that some people just want to listen, nice words, like, oh, it's very, everything will be fine, we will be great. No, he is talking what he feel, and he's talking it, you feel like from his heart. So I will tell him, I like it. I really like people who is like you, very, very sincere and honest and just telling what you feel. That's most important. We don't need,
Exactly.
yeah, we don't need people saying beautiful words. It's like in the marriage. You can have a, nice husband who tell you, "Oh, I love you," and give you flowers, and then nothing. It's better somebody who tell you, "Look, we need to do that and that and that, and we have to fight together to have better house, or we have to better car or whatever, but we have to
Yeah.
fight together." That's the same. So this is the first what I would like to say to President, that I am very, very proud to have this opportunity to speak with him, that congratulations, that he is the best president. And if he wants to come to Spain to help us a little bit, we'll be very welcome too.
Well, I want to change things a little bit in terms of focus. You know, the White House has different state dinners. And at those state dinners, they serve wine and they serve champagne from Schramsberg in California because Nixon took Schramsberg champagne to his trip to China years ago. What do you want to say to the president about state dinners?
About state dinners. So that's what I can say. I never been there in some like state dinners. So maybe I will tell him, "Oh, look, I can be you can invite me." And then I can say, "Okay, we have great Spanish wine, so you can taste our wines too, and we can bring the wine for the state's dinner."
Well, why don't you show us some examples of your wine?
Okay, so here we have Volver, number one in sales and the first wine on the market here in US. Then we have beautiful Tarima Hill, Dio Alicante. I think that this one will President like so much. It's a strong one, eh? And then we have white wine, which Michelle, this is your favorite. This
Yes,
one.
yes, I do know. That is
Yeah.
my favorite.
This is great for both and for, like very light, very easy drink wine. So yeah.
Well, thank you very much, Kasia. We'll come back to you a little bit later, but now I'd like to focus on our beautiful host, Monika DeMari.
Co-host,
Yes, a
right?
beautiful co-host. Monika, can you tell us a little bit more about your background and your business experience and the important things in your life and why you want to support Donald Trump for president? I know that you're a member of Women for Trump, so you have the floor. You can say anything you want.
Exactly, Women for Trump. Yeah, I signed up and I'm very happy I did. The women there are wonderful, and we're doing everything that we can to help President Trump get reelected. But a little bit about me. I was born and raised in Gdańsk, where I went to school. And then during my first year of university, I studied psychology. I decided that, hey, maybe before I get married and have kids, I will go and visit America and travel and maybe practice English. And that was my plan and my dream. But then I had to save up some money because at that time we were, it was before we joined European Union. So the ticket itself and all the cost involved, all the visa fees were probably as much as my dad was making in a month. So I had to work, I had to save money and come here, do the whole process and come here legally. And I did, and I made it happen. And I ended up in New York, where I was supposed to be just for 1 year, but life happened, and I ended up continuing my studies in New York, and I ended up getting married, and I had a son, Yashu, who's now 16 years old,
Oh,
and he
wow.
speaks Polish, and he speaks
Good.
Polish.
Good,
Yeah.
good.
So in New York, I was working in the modeling and fashion industry. And while I was doing that, I was already practicing photography and videography myself. And so before the pandemic hit, I had my own business. I was doing photography and videography for a variety of events. So
Nice.
any like weddings, trade shows, festivals, all kinds of events, all kinds of places where groups of people gather. So our just like you, Kasia, my business was completely shut down, completely closed, dead, nothing. So so yeah, so I had to deal with that, and it's I don't really see it coming back anytime soon in a way that it was. I'm actually gonna do a wedding that was postponed from May, and it is unfortunately in New Jersey. So the wedding is gonna be with masks on and no dances, no hugging. I'm not sure how they're gonna practice social distancing, but it is required. So it's gonna be an experience. So I am voting for President Trump because he wants us to open our states, wants us to have working economy. We already figured out that the virus is fortunately not as bad as we thought it would be, and we're safe right now in a way that we know how to deal with it. Um, Vaccines and all kinds of other treatments are coming in, and we know that this virus is mostly affecting older population. So the rest of the country should just go back and get back to work, get back to their lives before we all get, depressed and be, without money. So I know that President Trump understands it because he is a great businessman.
Businessman.
Actually, a lot of people accuse him of not being a politician
That's right.
material.
Yeah.
And for me, it's actually a good thing. I love it about him that he is not a politician, because running a country is actually like running a business. And
Yes.
you're not in an office to be popular. You're not in office to just say things and do nothing. You're in office to get things done, to make deals, like you do when you are a businessman. And what I also love is that Mr. President proved to us that he's also in the office to make peace in the world, which I support 100%. So so yeah, so that's what I love about our president. I love a lot more. I can keep talking, but those are just things that are coming to my mind right now. So you don't have to be fond of his hair, of the way he acts, the way he talks, the way he tweets, but if you are a true patriot, and if you support the 1776 Constitution, you just must get behind this president. That's the only way to go. And he approved that he wants to protect this country. And this country is our home. It's also his home. So he loves his home. And it's my home too. And I want to protect it. So that's the only way for me to go to vote for President Trump to be reelected.
Those are very
They
inspiring
will.
words. I have to ask you, Monica, since you're a member of Women for Trump, what are you women collectively doing in your organization to help get President Trump elected? Can you shed some light on that?
Yeah,
And how others can join you?
uh,
I won't
I
enjoy that.
I think there is a Women for Trump headquarters in every county. Um, so how we volunteer, we keep the headquarters open every day, so you can go and just be there and keep the doors open, and distribute all the flyers and all the signs and everything, and answer all the questions if you can. But what we also do, we do calls. We do cold calls. I mean, cold calls. We call people and talk to them and let them know what we are. The other thing what we do, and it's kind of fun, we get in groups and we go door to door. We actually go to people's homes. We knock on their doors and we talk to them. Um, and we get into interesting conversations, especially with people that are on the fence, especially with people that were thinking about voting for Biden just because they don't like the way Trump tweets or the way he acts on a stage. Or so that is a very, I think that's the most crucial thing, because people actually love talking to other people face to face and having those interactions. And we noticed that a lot of people don't have signs in their yard this election. So going there, knocking on their door, we don't know what we're gonna who we're gonna see there, who we're gonna talk to. And a lot of Trump supporters are the silent majority, as we call them, and they're so happy to see us. They're so happy that we're out there, that we're doing it, and they want to hug us, but yeah, we don't
Yeah, it's
hug as much
impossible.
these days, right? So it's very rewarding in many ways. Yeah, I would say mostly it's rewarding. I mean, yeah, we got into some true Biden supporters here and there, but most of it was really really sweet, and we feel really happy when we can weeks ago when we can actually help people fill out the registration to vote form. We carry those with us, and we make it happen. We registered a lot of people.
Yeah, I think talking with what you said about the visiting people, I don't do that. I would love to do that, and I would love to be with this organization, Women for Trump. I think that what you say, that there is people, they like listen the sweet lie, they prefer sweet lie than the crude reality. So
Yeah.
this is group of people that actually they think like you say, but
Yeah.
it will be impossible to have 100%, but I think 99 we can do it.
Right.
Yes.
Right. Right.
Monica,
Right.
I'd like to ask you, what was your most challenging event working for Women for Trump and interacting with the public? Do you have anything special that stands out in your mind?
Challenging.
Hmm.
Challenging. I guess the most challenging are just talking to people who, when you ask them what was the most important thing that Biden did in last 47 years for them that they remember, and they can't tell you, but they still want to change their mind because somebody convinced them that Trump is no good, and they don't do any research. They're not I don't know, interested in finding out, digging on their own, that's the most frustrating thing, I think, and sad. But there are not that many people out there like that. So yeah, but that is frustrating.
Well, thank you. Ladies, I want to point something out which really made me upset the Thursday night that Biden had his town hall. He called Polish people not smart. He said Polish people are not smart. Plus, he said that Poland is a totalitarian country. And he interlaced all those remarks by saying that he stopped going to the Polish American Club because the people there were not smart. And so the Obama administration and others in the administration stopped going to the Polish American Club because those people were not smart, and we decided we would go where the smart people are. I was infuriated when I heard that. A lot of our listeners were infuriated, and you two ladies are examples of smart Polish women, smart Polish people. How do you respond
Yeah,
to that, Monica? What do you think
I
about his
think
remarks?
well, first of all, I can't really listen to him at all that much, but I think he lost a lot of votes. I think he lost a lot of Polish votes by saying that. And I spoke to a few people about it, and they feel really upset about that comment. So I think he just lost a lot of votes. I have no idea what was he thinking, to say things like that about any kind of nationality would be very damaging
Damaging.
for campaign. So I think he just lost a lot of votes, and there are a lot of Polish people in America. So that's my comment.
Yes, we make up 10.5 plus million Americans of Polish heritage in the United States, and will
Yeah,
probably be much more after the after the census is finished for this year. So, we made the difference. Polish voters, Polish American voters in 2016 made the difference in electing Donald Trump president.
yeah,
In key states,
yeah,
if you look where some of our Polish population is concentrated, Michigan, Wisconsin, Pennsylvania, Ohio, Illinois, Florida,
Florida.
some of the other key states, we made the difference. If you analyze what the margin was, the distribution of the Polish population, and how some of the pollsters surveyed people, that's why it's so very important for all Polish Americans listening to this program to remember you have to get out and vote. You know, years ago, I think back of October 1st, 1608, when the first Polish settlers came to America in Jamestown, Virginia. They came here to fight for freedom, for free enterprise, and to
yeah,
make this country the best that it could possibly be. So we have a responsibility, all of us, all Polish Americans, to support maintaining the heritage that they gave us of
yeah,
freedom,
Exactly.
the right to have freedom of a religion, the right to life, to support bringing up families and educating them how we want to choose where they go to school, not to have the government select schools that are inferior to what's required to educate our children and help them be the best that they can be. There are many other things that I can address, but I think that you ladies have really covered a lot that other Polish women and American women across the board are interested in. I want to
Yes.
thank you so very much for being on the program today.
Thank you
uh,
so much. Thank you, Michelle. This is a great opportunity. And as you say, I think that the most important thing is that all population immigrate, the immigrants who really are good person, wants to work, wants to pay the taxes, and wants to the very, very nice and very, very easygoing life, they will go to vote President Trump.
I
There's
have to,
there's no doubts of that.
yes, but I have to stop and ask you something. What is that on your head?
Ah,
I see
sorry.
something on your head.
I can vote, but I can support President Trump.
That,
That's
So
right.
yeah,
Looks
this
that's a
is
beautiful. I
yeah.
haven't seen
Thank
a pink
you.
one like that before. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a
beautiful.
beautiful pink hat which matches your pink dress, and it has Trump across the top in
Yes.
Mhm.
sequins. Sparkles, sparkles.
Yes. Exactly. Yeah.
I would like to ask you, Monica, do you have any closing remarks or closing words before I give the information to our audience on how they can ask questions of you as a follow-up and so forth?
Yes, sure. I have some closing comments. I would like everybody to go and visit promiseskept.com website. It's a very nice, clear website. You can find it interesting and educational about all the things that Mr. President done over last 4 years. And you can also show it to your friends that are still on an fence about who they're going to vote for. And another website is, I'm not going to say much about it, but just go out of curiosity. You might find some interesting things there. It's called Joe Biden Watch. And I'm going to just end here, Joe Biden Watch.
Well, I want to add to what you had to say, Monica. Our audience does not well, may not be knowledgeable about the fact that Monica is our outstanding correspondence secretary and member of our board of directors for the Polish American Club of Miami Incorporated. And she maintains communication with all of our membership. She puts out a regular bulletin, and you may want to sign up to get that bulletin and be a member. Monika, how can they sign up?
How can they sign up? Just email us contact PACOM. PACOM stands for Polish American Club of Miami. And we are gonna be building the greatest Polonia Center in the world. That's our plan. So contact pacom@gmail.com. Contact pacom@gmail.com. And
Perfect.
that's simple.
And that's pacom@gmail.com, correct?
Yes, that's correct.
And then they will be in touch with you directly. But Monika, do you want to say anything to your friends and family back in Poland? Because we are covered on YouTube, and they may have the opportunity to tune in to the channel and watch you.
um, I can say that I want to wish them good luck with everything that's going on in Europe right now. I support them with my whole heart, and I know things are going to get better. I know things are going to get better, starting with America, and then everything is going to get better in Europe. So everybody watching in Europe, my mom, Helena, my dad, Edward, and my sister, Claudia, listening, I'm with you guys, and it's going to get better.
Thank you so very much, Monika. I'll let you close our show in a bit, but I want to ask Kasia if she has any important last minute words to the audience and also give a shout out to your family and friends back in Poland or wherever.
Okay. So yeah, first of all, I just want to tell to everybody I have in Poland, especially my mom and dad, Barbara and Janusz, stay safe and healthy, because this is the most important thing. I love you so much, and I really want to tell them that I am very happy here, that I am safe, that we are much better than they right now
Yeah,
in Poland, in Europe in general.
yeah.
I want to say also to my daughter, she's in Spain, and my brother, he is also in Spain. Big kiss, stay safe. And what I want to add, the one thing what I forgot before, to all Polish cities, American citizens here in US. Thanks to Mr. President Donald Trump, we don't need any more visa. Don't forget about that when you go to vote. This man help us and our family. They can come and visit us. They can come just for 1 week, 3 weeks, 1 month, no problem. They don't need to go especially to embassy to ask about visa. They can do it like any European people by internet. So this is one of the great thing for Polish people. Last time what the President Donald Trump did. So that's great. That's something what need us to feel even when you go to vote. Think about that.
Those are
That's right.
very, all, both of you ladies gave us some very inspiring words today, and I want to thank you very much. Our
Thank you.
audience, I want to remind you if you have comments to both of our beautiful ladies, or if you have follow up questions, you can send those questions to our email address. Our email address is mogul, that's spelled Mogul. Now, what does mogul stand for? That's a Secret Service name for Donald Trump. It's protective detail. So it's mogul, Mogul, at polishamericans4trump.org. So mogul, Mogul, at POLISHAMERICANSFORTRUMP.org. Mogul at polishamericans4trump.org. Now, that email site is also very important for our listeners if you want to be entered into our contest to win two two free tickets to the Black Tie and Boots inaugural ball. That is a fantastic ball and something that everyone looks forward to. So when you send us an email on that website, mogul at Polish American, email at mogul at polishamericans4trump.org, include your name and address along with your comments and say, I would like to be entered into the contest to win 2 tickets to the Black Tie and Boots inaugural ball. We would love to hear from you, and if you are the lucky winner, we will be doing a program from Washington, D.C. at the inauguration, and you will have the opportunity to be on the broadcast. Now, isn't that exciting?
Yes, that's
That is
exciting.
super exciting. I'm sure we're going to
Okay,
have a lot of comments, a lot of emails.
absolutely. Monica, I'm going to leave it to you to close out our program today.
All right, thank you, Michelle. So this is Monika DeMari again saying thank you to all the listeners today. And we still have many more interesting and educational shows coming up scheduled for you. And just remember the future of this country, your future, and the future of the world depends upon the outcome of the election November 3rd. So go out there and vote red. You can also help promote Polish Americans for Trump by texting freedom to 88022. And we are also on social media when you do hashtag Polish Americans for Trump. So thank you again, and we will see you in January in Washington, D.C., and we'll celebrate together, right?
Yes.
Yes, right.
Bye bye, everyone.
Bye
Bye
bye.
bye.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.